All right. Early morning here. It's only 7. So, bear with me while I struggle to wake up drinking the coffee. How we doing, Vince, man? Let's see if I can get my keep struggling to try to get the chat clients and whatnot where I can view. Yeah, so I'm on PTO, man. PTO. It's off work today. So I'll be streaming pretty regularly, if you will. It's kind of a random regular. I don't know if that really even makes sense, but over the next few days, even a few weeks with the Christmas break coming up, that sort of thing. And that sun is glaring on our city today. So looking very nice. Got a few ideas to spruce up the city. Work on that a little bit over the break that I've got. Um, been debating on starting a new map, but I don't know. I haven't done anything with that debate. So I am downloading another game in the background, so I apologize if the stream is slow. I'm curious, do you hear me okay? Am I skipping or anything? I guess let me know as we go. There's a game or two that I'm looking at trying out on stream, either later this today or over the weekend. So kind of fluctuates between good on my alerts and bad on my alerts. So uh, see what we have as far as the alerts going today. I do want to make sure. Turn my mic up yesterday is another thing I would ask. Let me know if that is okay as well. Someone on Twitch actually hit me up saying I was a little low on my mic. Uh, all right, so we don't have any houses that are to another city. Interesting. Okay, I like it. You want to see a new start? That's fair. I definitely like that idea. You know, it'd be nice because when they come up with the updates, right? Like whatever beach, whatever update, I think is the first one. Then we can circle back and maybe do a couple more additions to say this one or whatnot. I know there are two new maps that you mentioned that are coming out. I wonder when that's happening um, at this point because we're 18. I wonder if the update happened and I missed it. Let me save real quick. Let's save over 94. Yes, I didn't realize we were on 18. I thought we were still on 15. We do not load. I want to do new game. Did we get them? Oh, these look like the same one. Oh, Coral Riches. That's the flat one, I think. And then that's San Francisco that I'm on. What was the other one? It was Coral Riches. These look like the same ones, but I guess maybe there's two more. River Delta, Mountain Village, Barrier Island. I've seen that one before. I was looking at this one with somebody else the other day. I was Sunshine Peninsula. That's probably the other new one. Interesting. So that one never has a night, which I've turned that off too. Coral Riches, just a super flat area. Interesting. Well, that one might be fun to look at. Okay. Well, let me strategize a little of that this afternoon, if not lunchtime, and then I'll look at maybe creating one of those this afternoon. Put that in my mental. Yeah, okay. Well, you were spot on with your comments on the new cities come. I've seen a lot of people do this mountain village one. It's very limiting with what you have space for, which is kind of neat. It's an interesting point. This is kind of what I gravitated toward when I was looking at it. Yeah. I do like the river going through it. That'll kind of make some complications. Um, and then to your point, do you like Miami? Because they're the beach thing. That's the next one coming out, right? That's the update we get in Q1. Be kind of neat. Like to see from starting from scratch what the differences are, and how bad it is or how good it is compared to what we've done in the past. Let me get this thing going here. So we've been struggling for demand. I've got no medium density demand for whatever reason. And these two are kind of stuck with where they're at. And there's unoccupied buildings, but there really aren't. Um, Maybe I'm not seeing that there aren't, but usually the ones that are abandoned are the ones I'm seeing. So, oh no, on that. We still have this high rent deal, but the way I solve that would be um, the medium density, unfortunately, but I'm not able to do that. What I could do, just thinking out loud here, is maybe make a little area here with some really high density buildings. I don't know how well that will do. Let's just do this little area here and we give them a little bit of higher density. Oh, that actually might almost line up. It's not quite there. So we do that and then we can kind of tear it into it maybe. Like that. I don't love that. I was just slightly off on that. And then while we're doing that, we'll do park, maybe a small plaza, like dead center. And then we'll do, I don't really want that much. Let's do like right across, right next to, here. So we got 3 there. And I know they always complain about the noise. See, they're not very noisy though. So this has been my issue with these high density buildings. When I get downtown, their biggest complaint ends up being, see, this one says small homes, which I mean, I can't do anything about that. The high noise pollution is -1. And the only thing I can think of that's noisy is the businesses maybe, but even they're low noise. Traffic downtown maybe could be kind of a cause of it. I'm wondering if like a bus stop, for instance. So like that could be the cause, is there is a bus stop right here. I don't really, maybe that is, see the bus stops here though, which is in front of the ones that are lasting. So the ones that aren't there, this is the area they complain, and so they're no longer there. And then if we go, oh, I want to move the map. We go here to noise pollution. So it's blue, so it's extremely low. Now the street's showing. Interesting. I wonder if this park may be causing the noise. So literally right across from here, this is noise. Low. Hold on. So it's not, yeah, terrain color is this one. Sources. So orange. Ah, these buildings here. And these are businesses. But see, they say low. I guess that's just enough for it to be not good. Hmm. We're learning here. Give me 1 second. Let me send my a link out. I forgot to do that. Paste that. Are you gonna create a new city like maybe the next stream? Yeah, I think what I'll do, I'm gonna tinker with it. I'm gonna probably like load both maps up, then do maybe 2 or 3 maps, and then decide which one. And I'll try to do that in between the next stream and this one, and maybe look to do that this afternoon. I have 2 other games that I want to look to play. whether I do it on stream or not. I know you're into the City Skylines mainly, so I appreciate, that this is the game that you like watching. Um, but let's don't hold me to it, but let's tentatively say yes, this afternoon I will start a new world. If that changes, I do apologize, but that is my intent as of today, as of right now. So I will after lunch. The usual time is like 1 Pacific, so it may like fluctuate between that and hour before, hour after. I will attempt to start a new city. What I need to do is get into it, look at the world a little bit, and figure out where I'm starting, what I'm placing down, and how I'm building up. Obviously, that changes over time anyway, but I still need to get that figured out. Um, so this is definitely probably noisy. Hey, look at that. Parking is through the roof. Probably could do another one of those guys. So these are just buildings. What? I find it interesting that noise pollution on the American buildings, that's probably European, and they're far less. And see how we did every other one? So this is American, that's European, I think, right here. And the noise is so much different between the European buildings and the American ones. Because I think this is the European again right here. And I guess the difference is this rounded kind of texture that they get, as opposed to the straight blocky. Like, man, they are really noisy. Look at them. And school's obviously gonna be noisy because kids and whatnot. But these guys are doing okay here. Crematorium. So that might be, okay, these are houses. So this guy probably will complain about noise. Yeah, because he's right across the street from all the noise. But here he'd be fine, right? I do notice here that, make sure you got the answer. Yes, that is my plan. All right. Let me come back. And
That was truly superfluous. Masterful counterpart. You're listening to Second Moon Radio, the station
pause
with
the
levitating techno.
video on this.
Don't touch that dial.
The talk chat to live chat, making sure I'm not missing your messages. Um, all right, so I think what we may do, see how these guys here, they're happy, but I bet they're complaining about noise. So these buildings here are killing my inner city. Um, and it's based on, I'm surprised here now, actually, this doesn't follow the same suit. Not one of these buildings is complaining about noise, in a sense of that they're demolished. And they're all complaining about noise, a little bit high noise pollution, yeah. So that's because they're across the street from these yahoos. Mm -mm -mm. I wonder, I think that park is what caused this. So let me try moving that out to say here for the time being. And then if we come back and look at noise, I don't know what on this street. I just moved the park, right? But maybe that's. And then we got this weird single file line thing that these guys do, and it's a very bizarre issue with the AI that they're doing this. So I don't know that that would be it. So maybe over time this will fix itself. Just trying to figure out what in this area is causing these guys to not want to be here. So all of this is blue. And all of our high density demand is gone, literally. We had a little bit, I think, at the beginning. Yeah, dead, nothing. And I don't know, how would you find unoccupied buildings? Let me see if I can find that. City Skylines to how to find unoccupied buildings. I don't know if it'll tell me. Oh, interesting. So you can use population view. Where the hell is that? No, it's population. I've never seen that, to be honest. Building level, land value, company profitability, workplace. I don't, citizen, wealth. Oh, there we go. That was probably the obvious icon for that. And then population density. So the white buildings, maybe? Because commercial offices are grayed out. Hmm. Yeah, so it's really hard to tell because, see, like, population density, unemployment. This does not tell you what you think it tells you. Population density. Also use the population info view. The grayed out houses are unoccupied, but you need to remember where your residential zones are because all the commercial and offices are also grayed out. Yeah, so I'm you to scroll over to figure that out, but I mean, like, these guys are full up. And I did knock down one of the double deals here in this corner here, and it didn't ever come. Well, I dezoned it. Uh, yeah, I don't. This is not the easiest tool to use. Made my phone break when I play a video or 60p instead of 1080p. Did you really? Probably heats up, wants to melt, right? I have a 4K monitor, but I'm moving the, or I should say I'm re-encoding the video to 1080p because I don't know that I could stream where I'm at with it being the other way. So it looks like that house is unoccupied. Let's see if that shows it right. Yep, residence 0. Okay, I mean the article is not wrong. It's just about how to see those higher density ones like that, saying that they're unoccupied. And then why is this guy not happy? What about this area over here? Because there's a bunch of these that are unoccupied. What makes this area? Because there's a lot of work. There's places to work right here. There's places to work all over here. I wonder what makes these not advantageous to live in. There's business right here. Maybe that's part of it. Let's see. Our business issue of the noise. See how noisy these are? Man, I'm now understanding that noise is a real big issue. Uh, so when you do the larger ones, they are higher noise, and these are lower noise. So I need to be careful planting these style buildings next to homes, I think is what I'm learning. So like these guys here do not need to be in here. For sure. Actually, I need to pause it and then redo it. So there needs to be a buffer in that sense. And then my next question would be, if we look at noise, where are let me get it right, get away from that, where are office buildings? So they still have a considerable amount of noise actually. So there's not really an office or a business that I can place that is not going to produce some sort of noise to irritate them. Now we did do, now maybe that's wrong, but we did do the European style buildings and they don't seem to make noise for whatever reason. So let's try something. We got all these buildings in here, right? What if, I don't know how quickly it would resolve itself, but what if we bulldozed all of these? I'm gonna put pause on, bulldoze all of these. And why is there a, oh, let me get out of this. I'm gonna fix this. Bulldoze. Ew. How far are you going? You're going pretty far. You're going to that way. I'm gonna bulldoze this. Goes that way. And it's underground there. So then now we come back, go here, we go -10, and then we can drag it. You can really just drag it straight there. And then now I can come back over and knock all of these out. If there's no transformer, we don't have to have those about. Well, even if there's a transformer, but you have to locate it. Good morning, Sarah. Sarah, how are we doing? I realize I don't have my other chat up. One sec. All right, so then now we got this knocked out. So I'm gonna keep knocking out all of these guys. Yeah, I get it. You guys hate me. I'm gonna knock a few more of these out. I'm trying to knock all of the businesses that could be causing noisinesses. So I'm gonna knock all of those out. This whole area here. And maybe we do this side too for our test. Okay, and I'm gonna de-zone all of this now. Do the 4. Oh, did you end up winning, going with it anyway? It's like we had one in there we didn't get done. It's not peeling now, though. It's peeling in days to come, but I think what you told me. Do you feel it cooking? I got this guy here. Let's knock him down. All right, so here is our test. We can try Euro, and then we can do a mixture of these two. So let's try the smaller buildings here, all along there. And then on this row here, we'll do the big ones, like this. And we can do the big one here. And leave that row empty. We can do another small here. And that'll be our test. And I'm curious if that will hold to our theory. I almost want to go up this line too. I'll hit play. And then let's do kind of the same. We'll do a rezone. Actually, let's rezone these to the small ones. I don't know if the small ones do the same thing on noise. But let's find out. So there we go. They're all building back in. And this is going to take time to see the benefit of. It'll last till Wednesday. Now, fun. Sorry to hear that. Beauty care, you say. Technically, you didn't say I said. All right, well, there's our test. That will slowly build in. I wonder if that will work. And then the other thing I wanted to try is maybe making a key. Well, I mean, that's the whole reason you do it. That's what we do it for, right? The beautification. Villa City, new signature building. Interesting. I don't hate that at all. Let's see. Rooftop terrace. Let's look at where that is. I think it's here, Villa City. Muscle car garage. I don't know why I saw muscular in that, but I did. We're gonna put this over here by our stadium. What does it increase actually? Import cards 3 well-being within 500, but it does give you attractiveness. So we'll put this as like a pub. Overlaps items. I don't really give. I don't want it to turn though. I want it to be against the other street. That would work, right? Okay, I do it right here. It fits right there. Go. Do it. Whoop. That's cool. It's like our town pub. I don't like how they have the advertisement wrong, though. I do wonder if this will produce noise, though. Ah, dang. See, noise pollution? These guys are going to hate that. Ah, that stinks. And then these guys, these businesses here, we might want to redo too. So let's try redoing them while we're testing it, right? But actually all of these are European because this whole area is European. At least I think it was. Yeah, I'm redoing European buildings right now. They're not moving. And so let's see if this would be a perfect example. It's far less. And look, the only noise is these parking lots, which I didn't realize I did, but I protected the residents from those by putting the businesses in between. Take a look at my knowledge. That building's going to be terrible for noise, though, so this whole area is going to start hating me. Uh, and that's okay. And that is okay. There's our new building. Rock on. Let's see. We do. What is this one? Muscle car garage. That's got to be louder than heck. Where would we can do that one later? I don't have a place for that in mind. Pharmaceutical. Oh, university graduation rate. That's a good one to get. We could probably put that up in our. Where do you go? Was it? It's an industry though, right? Pollution's pretty high. So let's take a look down here. We got our other ground to earth building. That farm was pretty big. Could do it maybe back over here. Really kind of need to look at expanding this area. If there was a way, go closer to the highway maybe. Our rail is really kind of hindering us. These are all things now that I've learned as I've built this city up and decided more like, okay, yeah, if we are gonna make a new city, then things that would probably change, if you will. Like how to have the rail, and if it's not needed above ground, man, make it underground immediately, kind of thing. Give us room. Now there probably are places where I'd want the rail to kind of see it going and kind of the aesthetic of the rail. Because it is kind of neat seeing it go through like this area here where the farmland is. But then as soon as then that's going around there. But as soon as it hits the other side of here, or maybe even before, just make that sucker go underneath. And then kind of come out of ground right here somewhere. I don't even know if these trains are really all that good. So there's people waiting for it, which is good. I don't really think it's used. Yeah, 1% line usage. So I don't know. I'm really still trying to figure out the traffic piece because I'm not really getting it all that great. And I think what I need to understand next time is maybe build that dead center and then build my industry around it like it was an afterthought here, and you can see it was. All right, so then we can do maybe another street here and put pharma here. So we could do maybe not build the big mega street. I'm not gonna connect it in. I'll just do like that. This, oh, parking garage. I was like, why is that there? So if we're gonna do one here, it'd have to be back that way, which makes two intersections. We could come this way up into the hill. Be nice if you could have another entrance into this parking garage here. But I think they only have the one entrance on the main street. Do want to kill that intersection. See, that one truck's already struggling. No lights, no crosswalks. And yeah, do the same thing here. Here, the kitty's up. People are up upstairs banging around today. All right, and then we got our new building, Pharma. We can put it maybe like one off the main road here. That looks pretty cool. I do wonder often, like, would that produce a lot of traffic? Are we going to see anything go in and out of that or not? But it's definitely high noise pollution and looks like high ground pollution too. So I think this building would probably benefit from having an office nearby. So I've seen this set up a couple of times where they build offices around some of these guys. So let's do that. See if there's any demand for that. Look at our business just died. Um, there is no business demand. And I bet it's because I redid this whole section over here and they're all still kind of coming in. Let's see if the pollution, the noise pollution makes. And so blue is low. And you see how low it is still in here now. And it's getting, I'm just hoping this dark blue kind of carries through here after this time lapse in a sense. Because we had this bright yellow before. And I think the European buildings, for whatever reason, seem to have less noise. It's kind of cool. All right, so we've got our, and those offices just filled up straight away. That's cool. Now, I do fear, I put it on a small street, but I got two office buildings here that might not benefit from that. I could probably connect this if I had to. But that should be okay. I didn't put a intersection here, so we'll watch that as it goes. You know, we could see if we could fit maybe some bushes in this middle of there. Let's see what I can do. Flowers. I hear my wife. Let's put some flowers in here. Bang out. Get some flowers going. I wish the flowers looked better in the game. So I don't really know if this exactly looks like a flower. Landscaper needs to get fired for his off-putting spacing of his flowers. There. I did kind of fudge on a few of them, but there we go. We can get a little more tree in there. Let's see. Spruce. We can get spruce, stay spruce. That's my fave. Let's get a few more in here. Really get this sucker treed up. I'm not seeing hardly any go down, to be honest. So maybe it's as max as it can be. Oh, you know, that's the thing too. I'm not sure, Vince, if you saw this yesterday, but we got this section over here that we got forestry going. So let me see how our forestry is turning out. So we're almost on a surplus. So let's probably try and put down a couple more. Let's see what that looks like. So forestry. So I got these two fighting over that section here. So why don't we come, it's really hard to see because the forest is so dense. Let me come maybe over here I don't. The road's facing south. It's hard to see. Where is that? Yeah, I think it's just now facing south. Okay, so if we do put it right here, I think that would pretty much, I'll actually give him a pretty big swath of land if I do it right about there. Let's try that. And then I want to go ahead and put in the road. Dirt road. So I've got it. Perfect. And then he's going to have a problem with his said dirt road. Really? I think this might be a problem. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get around that with the netting, or whatever you want to call this thing. So you come here. Like, work with me here, please. There we go. There we go. Drag it to the end of the road. I was trying not to get into the tooltip piece there. And then we'll drag it all the way into town. We'll try to at least. So he gets all of that. And then we can come up this way. Perfect. So he's going to get a pretty good chunk. I think he gets almost more than all the rest of them, to be honest. We'll just come right over to where he can't get any more there. Just come match the good guy's fence line down over here. Thinking that turns kind of a weird angle there. This guy comes back. And so this is the part I wasn't sure of, because there's that road up here. Me too. This is in valid shape. I'm going to make this go. I want that to kind of come back. Oh, look at that. Okay, that worked. And then big end is like there. Worked out better than I thought. Now I need to make it fit the road. Bam. It's not terrible. What's going on here? What can I? Yeah, there we go. There. All right. He should be happy. He's got a ton now. And we could do another one maybe on this side. Actually, we can come down here and do one right maybe on this area. Let's see. How big of a swath can I give it? And then where's the road? All right, so let me zoom in. The road is on, looks like the bottom of this guy. So I need to turn him facing the other direction. Like that. So he's going to face the bottom. And that's where his netting will be, if you will. I'm going to call it netting, but it's not. So we'll say it there. And then I'll make the road again first. I placed him on a hill, apparently, so now I have to deal with what we did. Okay, so there is Radio is telling me that the industrial section's on verge of collapse.
Not to mention collapsing buildings. We'll have more after this.
Let me see if I can turn that up.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident
No, more traffic accidents.
somewhere
I
in
don't
the
need
city.
that. We need
Road
to
maintenance
click
services
here.
have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
There we go. Getting it. Kind of. As soon as I say something positive, it messes up again. Why is that blue line not on the edge? It's this hill. It's the hill. It's making it hard to see. So there's there. How about yeah, there? There we go. He's outside this area now. Oh, come on. Overlapping. What am I overlapping? Water, maybe? Maybe he doesn't like the fact I'm putting a tree area in water. Oh, that guy. So that's our water inlet, if you will. I don't think it wants me to put it inside his property. There's probably a road there that's blocking me. So I'm gonna make this as straight as possible on this side because we'll have somebody else split this. I don't want to make it really complicated to have to worry about. All right, and then do it up to there, and we'll move his up to there, like that. So it gets that whole southern piece, if you will. And then we can do one more, and it'll be done for now. Let's do tree production, put it there, perfect. Oh, I probably could have just started. You, tree production. Okay, so then you're gonna come there. How's the music in the game? Is it too loud? How y'all liking the music? Let's see if I can hear it real quick. I turned that up yesterday too. Is it pretty loud? Don't hear a thing actually. Oh, now I do. Y'all tell me if you like the music or not. Curious. And then if my voice coming in pretty low or not. That was the other complaint yesterday, that I was very low volumed. Why is that? What in the heck? Oh, I'm grabbing the wrong one. Whoops. There. That's what I get for not paying attention. Worrying about volumes. Gosh. Come this way. Way over there. It's almost easier letting it go back and then just taking it and moving it versus starting it out. Bam. And then this guy's top area. I don't even see it. Where is the... Maybe I'm not selected on it? I think I am. Oh, it really was in there blended, man. That was hard to see. So we do that. I might make this more pointed to a certain extent. Maybe that's probably about right. Because this should be more square, but we'll see. Last piece would be like maybe in here. Yeah, he's rounded as heck, so... Actually, let's do this. Let's take the very top tip piece and then bring it down kind of flatter. And that way, when he has a neighbor, that's a flat marker I can go against. This side's a little curved, but whatever. Trying to give him enough. He doesn't have as much as the guy beneath him. And this whole area down here is not even used, so we could just get someone to come in and take that sliver that no one has eventually. But I think that's good enough. That's 3 more areas of production. See, look at surplus. We're way up now. Nice. Now, I'm sure that's going to fluctuate too. Oh, with 3 more, we got a massive surplus now. It does not look like oil we are really that much higher up. We're only at 505. Same with these two. Coal we're doing great with. Do we have any more areas for that? Let's see. I think oil we had a little bit. Like there's a little sliver there we could probably fill in. Yeah, there's this section here. I don't really have a dirt road for this guy. Let's throw an oil guy down. Oil. Put it like right. No, road's the other side. Getting better at understanding where my roads are. Out there. And then... I don't know if really going on there would have mattered. Let's find out. No one likes more oil. Getting a whole bunch of down thumbs. Did you see that? Disapproving dog face. Alright, so there's that. And it wants a road. I feel like that glitched. As soon as I put this road down, it's going to tell me I can't do it. Dick. Try it again. Vehicle factory. Well, hello, vehicle factory. I'm just going to hit escape. So it built it. And then... now we will fix it. I feel like that is the way to really do this each time because it, errors pretty much like 9 times out of 10. Let me try and see if I can make this flatter on that guy's area. Make that flatter there. Looking nice, looking nice. Cool. Maybe it's just that tenant was a good tenant. He wouldn't have made as much money as these guys. Maybe that's what it's trying to tell me. Oh, come on. Don't fight me. There we go. There we go. There we go. And we'll go like that. Okay. And then we need to make a road. So now we got to figure out where a dirt road could come in from. We have a elevated highway here, so we could probably go that direction with it. So we can come maybe this side here. Really? Elevated dirt road, why don't you? And then maybe just T-bone it into that. Well, that's not what I meant to do. At all. Definitely don't want it going to the highway. Maybe I do want it to go to the highway. No, I don't. I don't want it to go to the highway. I'm thinking of it from like a truck standpoint. If the truck comes off this dirt road, do I want to go to the highway? And technically you would. But to the same extent, like it slows a whole bunch of other traffic down, so I don't know if that's ideal. So I was thinking more connecting them there, leaving the highway alone, but the highway's probably not that trafficy at this stage anyway, so it may not have mattered. I hate how that did that on a slope. We won't be dealing with a lot of that if we do our new world as Vince Man recommends in our next episode. Or how you're not complaining at all. Nice. Are we still... We can put another house there. And we got a little space here. We could put maybe... See, this is the thing too. The parks do have noise. So actually, let's do a... Oh, I think is the thing I was thinking. Where's that guy at? Oh, it's too big. My grand plan skate park. I haven't done any of those in a while. Man, that thing is massive. Let's try and see. And we can do a little walkway going around it. Come on, catch up. I don't know why it's delaying on me. Alright, losing Sims. Going down 500, almost 600 an hour at this point. Actually, that's not what I meant to be here. There we go. Got a little walkway around it now. I'd be curious if we ever see Sims walking on these roads. That might be one way to get rid of them walking around, is to do back alleys as opposed to roads in the city. We got this little area here we can put housing in. So we can go ahead and boot that up. And maybe do a little bit of trees right in this section here.
You're listening to Second Moon, the epitome of classical listening at home or wherever you roam.
This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing down. And if you can, plan your trip.
Yeah, when they start talking, it does come through, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that,
It's funny
I'd
they-
never get anywhere.
Them talking actually sounds louder than the music. By the way, if you're watching and you're new to my channel, say hi in chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We've got kind of a second city. We're kind of scoping out on this side over here, and then our main city's kind of back that direction. I'm trying to build out my soccer city over here a little bit, soccer corner. I got a field and I got my Liverpool street in front of it. We got this Villa City soda bar. I don't know, it's kind of cool. So I was like, oh, that's a pub. And it kind of looks pub-like a little bit. If I can get in there and you can see it. It's got little tables out front. Lime's a bar, apparently bought it. Because it said actually advertise here, so we don't know who was going to be the one in there. I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, we got little houses on around. It's all European style stuff in this section, so kind of neat. All right. going on, Vince, man? Welcome back. I think this is a not great area as of now. I got the subway here to try to attract people, but I don't know that it's actually working because still can't find labor. I really don't think the traffic is working like it should. Like I mean, there's some usage of the train, not a lot really. And I probably didn't put that in the right areas, to be honest. The subway's being used, I guess, more. The blue line is the one I think that's going. Yeah, the first actually says it right there. Go back, sorry. It's going the furthest, so it's obviously going to be used the most. It comes from the city here, goes down, comes in here, loops back, goes back into town, so it catches this area here, as well as this industry here, and then like just a little bit of section on this end over here. Can't really see it that easily, but it's the blue kind of blends in, but it comes in here somewhere. I'm not sure where it loops. Looks like it's going there. There's too many around. I really do need to spend time and redo the lines because they may be hitting each other the way they're built, to be honest. They're not probably as efficient from that. We have one or two new buildings to demolish. Knock those out. That little sliver there. Just really surprised that the medium density is not liking life. Trying to think of, you gotta go? No worries, man. We'll catch you this afternoon, hopefully. I'd love to build this area up more, but if I'm already struggling to get labor here, it doesn't really bode well. Poorly educated is what they're looking for, and I can't get these guys to take the subway over here. This is my idea of the poorly educated area. There's no school in the area and a bunch of housing. They're still wealthy. Don't know. There's just people wanting to live in the burbs, apparently. I don't know if these guys over here aren't as well off, apparently. I do have 2 subway unit getting in right there. And I think I got the other one right there. So they have access to it. They're just not using it. There's no parked vehicles. There's one waiting on it. It's unfortunate. Build a little bit more back here and see if we can help it a little bit. When in doubt, add more houses. We do 200. Oh man, elevation's gonna be a problem. Can't build houses on that. That was pretty terrible. Not gonna lie, I think that one went 1 block too many. What I do, 112. That was, man, those hills really kill me. Really kill me. actually build anything when I did that. Gotta click the other button. A couple more rows over this way and see what we can make of it. 102, 112. About there. Let's see how bad this hill is. Didn't do terribly. No complaints there. 212 that way. And just come back up to level there. Cool. Internet's going out. I don't know if you guys are seeing me flake out a little bit, but looks like it dropped there for a second. So it doesn't look like anyone's building over here. Okay, we got those two going there. Why don't we just have them build in like that? I don't know that I want to get too close to this, but we could. I don't actually, let me see. I don't know that you could. Yeah, you could actually get on the rail right there. So we could, it's just, it's noisy. Yeah, it's really noisy there, but you could technically build off of here. In fact, we can't see it. I was gonna say you could do a road like right here. What's going on, the Great? How are we doing this morning? Morning for me, at least. I don't know where you're hailing in from, sir. Just about there. So we do it that way. Yeah, I'm on PTO today, so I'm playing hooky, if you will, and playing games at the same time. I'm enjoying my day off. Figured jump on and do exactly what I wanted to do on my hooky day, and I'm doing it. 5:30 p.m. Wow. Past sunset. Man, it's so, that stinks this time of year that the sun goes down so early. I face the same thing here. Germany. All right, yeah. Other side of the world from me then. Yeah, we're facing the same thing. Obviously, it's winter for both of us. The sun goes down like extremely early these days. Try and see if I can't get any other housing in this area. Curious. Are you almost Thursday? Yeah, getting close, man. Are you work age or are you school age? You got school still going, or are you going back and forth to work in your daytime? Myself, no. I'm Pacific Northwest right now. I'm traveling around the country, so I don't really have a specific home, if you will. If like, I'm from Texas, I guess, long story long, but I'm in Washington State right now. So I will be here for the next, it's both in a way. Ah, okay, I see. So you're working, but you're going to school. I get you. All right. That's complex compared to my question, and that's great. I did the same thing, man. Works while going to school. It's the best way to do it. Try and come out with as little debt as possible, because man, that's a struggle.
How
Oh man, it is.
delightful.
It really is.
Another letter from our
And
erstwhile
that is
listener.
what I love is the
What's up,
trees, the
honey?
cooler
Me and my
weather.
sister
I'm just
love
trying to
to
figure out the
oh,
nuances of
yes. Y'all got
the
clarinets and
cities. The
violins,
people seem
but you know
fine, all of
something
that. It's
most
just
music
the
these days ain't.
hold on, guy's talking.
Yes,
Let's
lineage
see if I can
traced back
mute
to the
him for a
great
second.
Haydn himself. Hmm? Let's see here. Y'all
There. Um, yeah, so I don't know, from Texas originally. Uh, Germany has free higher education. Oh, you dirty dog. That is so awesome. I am so jealous. No, we definitely did not have free education, free higher education. That's great, man. That is awesome. So yeah, no debt for you then, no matter what you do at this point. That's great. I think that is a big money-making scheme over here, man. It's been that way for eons. You guys kind of do the same thing with, and I'm a big soccer fan, so I relate the same thing to the other things that I see. So like professional sports, for instance, you can go to a academy and all of it's covered. It's just like kind of, I guess what you're talking about with school, it's covered there. But here, if you're going to play a professional sport or look to play a professional sport, you have to pay for coaching and all of that kind of stuff. So it's totally different. Football. Yep. 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 That's right. Euro football or soccer, if you will. A massive Liverpool fan, or as you guys call it, supporter. That's my team. I don't know if we'll get too close to that, so I'm probably just going to stay away. I'll do a few more out here while we're here. Um, oh, that was off. So you just watching while you're studying, or you play games and kind of watch, or what's your habit? What's your poison, I guess, with watching on YouTube and whatnot? Kind of curious from the standpoint of how you found me and that sort of thing, I guess. That's a steep hill. Oh, that connection is terrible. Could do better than that. There we go. You like Liverpool? Home team fan? So if you're in Germany, and I don't know if you want to tell me this because you're probably giving more away, but what's your home team? What team do you support? I feel like I can do that better still. Oh, you do? The city builder kind of thing. Are you studying that? Are you studying kind of like civil engineering, that sort of thing? I feel like that's kind of what this would attract is did it really go crooked as it look? Golly. That is the fourth time I built that street. Let me bulldoze that one. Come back that way with it, maybe. Yeah, that looks better. Then we'll come down over here. Trying to build an area out that doesn't really have a lot going into where its citizens need to go to public transportation to get to town. Because you got all these workers down here being needed, and I even got more on that side over there, so I'm hoping they jump on the tram, or sorry, the subway. It's not working, but I keep building more in hopes that it's gonna work. It's like if it's not working now, just keep going with it. Just keep hammering home the same idea until it works, or you drive yourself crazy. It's funny. I was talking with Vince Man here a little while ago, and I think he's twisted my arm to start a new city. So this evening should be pretty late for your afternoon my time, so pretty late for you at this stage. But I think I might start a new map after lunch my time. So be kind of cool. Change it up. I've been on this since the game came out, since late October, if you will. Actually, let's do parking garage up here. Maybe that'll be nice. Do a medium, like right up here. Could even do it be across from. It's loud though, so let's do it here. They can walk for all I care. Ah, okay. I have heard of them. I think they're in the Europa League. Okay, that's cool. FC Firebird. Yeah, I've heard of them. I think are they second tier in the German league? Bundesliga, I guess is American how I pronounce it. I'm sure it's completely butchered as a German would pronounce it, but still a little terrible here. That would look nicer. Oh, really? That's one of the games. Okay, I was watching Liverpool play today, obviously, so that's the one I flagged, and in fact they played in just over an hour. Let me look you up. And if that's the case, you're probably in League One then, not League Two. You're first tier, okay. Yeah. I mean, if you're in Europa, then you definitely are. Yeah, West Ham, 12 o'clock my time. That's cool. I'm gonna put that on. West Ham are okay. They're not great this year, so I think you guys will have a decent chance on that one. Yeah, and Liverpool, man, they're killing it for what my 2 cents. I think they're probably one of the favorites to come out of it, to be honest. I didn't realize Champions League failures can get into Europa if they flunk out, essentially. There's a couple of matches yesterday, and that was the talk that those teams would enter Europa because of the drop out of the Champions League. I thought it was set, like once you're in Champions League, that's it. But I didn't realize you could go into the Europa League after it started. Uh, Let me put that music back on.
Got soul. Oh, yes, soul. A raison
Could have
d'etre.
probably done better there.
Delicious. My sisters say whoever you got playing the keys
Be
got him
nice,
a
man.
front in
Here's
his
kind of what I was showing
Ooh,
earlier. I
that's
created
what
a
we do. That ain't
little
funk.
downtown
That's
area.
classical.
Where am I at?
Yes,
Going the wrong
indeed.
direction. Over
That
here.
must be most
Um,
exacerbating. Classical music has been known since the time of the early explorers. Funk, by contrast, is an entirely
so this
modern
is my
conceit, and you'll find none of
soccer
that
field.
here. Funk, as they say, is for the lay
I got the
person.
2
Now,
parking
let's hear
lots.
another one of those soulful cants.
Sorry, I was waiting for that guy to finish talking. And then I got a little villa that came up as one of my signature buildings. So it's the Villa City. Um, it's like a little pub. That's what it looks like. It's got little places to eat, drink outside, and Lime's a bar. I guess ended up being the one to buy the rights to it or whatever. So it wasn't named that originally. Right next to my small town club, kind of neat. In fact, let's see. I wonder if the other one's already named this, but we can do Anfield. Name it that. It's kind of cool playing with it a little bit. And then I kind of told myself this bronze statue guy, it's Salah, but he's bald and he's got a soccer ball in his hand, It's kind of my play on, a little bit of soccer fun. I don't know. You gotta have little things to entertain you, right? A little cheese in the game while you're playing. I put a couple businesses in here thinking, okay, we'll have a little bit of other bars originally, but you can't really say like this is a bar, that's a club or whatever. So I deleted a few of them because one was like a furniture joint, and I think Leafy Greens has now bought that unit. Oh, here's interior design. So she came back and got her place back. I kept deleting her out. What is this one? A lentil shop, bookstore. Yeah, it'd be neat if you could do like, I don't know. In Texas, there's a city called Austin. It's the capital. And there's a downtown area there called 6th Street. And Austin's a real big college town. So there's a whole street for all the bars and clubs and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I hope we never meet Liverpool. I don't blame you, man. They're on fire this season. I mean, they're really doing well even in the Premier League. They're top of the table for now, knock on wood. I really hope they keep it up. They've had a great season thus far. So all right, so we got that done. Oh yeah? You know what part? I do want to do a little bit more with this. Don't exactly know though. Maintenance. Yeah, actually, that's something else we probably should look at putting down. I don't think I have any maintenance buildings over here. Art maintenance depot. Let's put that one down somewhere close to here. Give it. Bet you it's gonna be noisy, and I have people working and living everywhere over here. Let me put it down maybe like right there and see what happens. It does not, yeah, low noise. I don't know, let's see what that does. Upgrades to increase more vehicles. Let's see. What does this one do? Increase availability for supplies. That's cool, that's just a one-time deal. And this one can be placed all over. Can I place it? Oh, it'd be nice if I could have placed it like right next to it, like that. Can do one there. Let's do that. I keep finding that my parts and whatnot do have issues at times. Denton. I think that's Dallas area. I'm not mistaken. I'm from the Houston area originally. It's kind of where I was at most of my life. In fact, all of my life until I hit the road. Got a car accident there. What's going on over here? Really? Got a worker short. See, this fluctuation in my Sims is really killing me, man. Like I get people and they all move away again. I might need to put a few houses over here to combat this. In fact, I'll do that real quick. Let me just put a couple of American style homes. I'll do it maybe here. And maybe do a few more here. And I'll do a couple of businesses in this section here. And there, give them some businesses and see if those workers can then come help these guys. 15. I need the poorly educated. Interesting. And this one needs poorly educated. I wonder how you determine education level. Poorly educated. So I wonder if, let's say, poorly educated is elementary school and they're done. They don't go anywhere else. I don't know. I used to be a massive Astros fan. It's funny, I watched them religiously when back in the Clemens, Andy Pettitte days. They got to the World Series and lost. And even before that, like Biggio and Bagwell. I mean, like when I was a kid, we're going way back now. And then they changed the ownership and they just basically sunk the entire season. So like I always make the relation to European football, how if you do what the Astros did, they would have been demoted to like AAA, because you can't just not play the game and have, you know, a supporting cast of people that can play the game at a high level. Otherwise, you get demoted in European soccer. So the Astros did that, and they sucked for like 2 years, 3 years straight, and I just stopped watching them. And then, of course, they did it with good reason, because they ended up doing extremely well and have now won multiple World Series. But I hated the fact they did that when they did it, so I never picked it back up for whatever reason. That's my RAR. But they're an awesome team. They're one of the better ones out now. So good on them for the decision. I didn't like it at the time. And I watch baseball pretty much like October timeframe, when it matters, is kind of the... I'm more of a football, I should say like European football, so soccer fan than anything else. That's my main sport. I'm also getting into F1. That's been really exciting the last few seasons. I've really enjoyed that. This season was obviously not as fun, with Max being like the out and out champion and no one could compete against him. That was a little less fun to see, but it's still fun to kind of see the future and the teams and the drama behind it. It's kind of my own like adult male uh, daytime soap opera, if you will. It's the way I kind of attribute it to, if you will. It's a lot of drama that goes on in that, as there should be. Yeah, it's funny. Ted Cruz, God, he's terrible. He's absolutely terrible. So when you get more in the south and then southeast, it's very swamp, tropical kind of feel to it. Like, it's very humid and there's lots of trees, kind of what you think of like the Pacific Northwest. And that's the area I grew up in. Real tall trees, lots of pine, lots of oak, things like that. But it is swamp humidity, man. Like, it is mosquitoes. It's what you'd think of Louisiana, essentially, but a lot more trees. And I say swamp lightly because it's not like standing water, but it was a swamp many millennia ago. So you've got the aftermath of that. It's a beautiful state. It's just been there my whole life, so I'm trying something else for a little while. Leave that kind of up like that. Kind of like the way that looks, actually. Do want to flatten that out, but I can't really because that's built up higher. Let's see, can we come in a little bit maybe? Just barely flatten you. There we go, it's better. Do a little bit there. That looks better. Cowboys, I love it. Yes, definitely West Texas is exactly like you're saying it. Alright, so we got that done. The homes I put in over here do not want to build over here. No one wants to live here. Or do I blame them? I do have cars coming though. I don't know if these businesses are going to stand a chance here though, because there's no housing being developed here. It's not coming. I wonder where that guy's going. The Crosby family. Where are you going, Mr. Crosby? Oh, he's going to the parking lot. I didn't realize you could enter the parking lot from the side there. I thought it was only this guy. That's cool. We got a sucker for our parking lot. Is he actually gonna park? Looks like he is. That's cool. Thank you for using our services, sir. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not. It's not so much fun. Saying swamp really gives a different texture to what the place is like, because it sounds terrible, but it used to be a swamp. Now it's more like woodland in a wooded area in a sense, and it's you just still get the heat and humidity that comes with a swamp. And mosquitoes are terrible, and that's a big one there. But I will say that this time of year is beautiful. It doesn't get very cold, very rarely freezes. Summers are just 110 index, like it's 95 to 100, and then with the humidity, it skyrockets is the problem. Grew up in India. Oh man, yeah, you've experienced it then. You've definitely experienced it for sure. I guess we are attracting people here. Look, this guy's going for a walk. He's taking his dog out. I definitely don't like the fact, it might be a lady actually. She's gonna go shopping. She's a senior. She might be, can't really, looks like a lady. Oh, it's Cliff. Well, sorry, Cliff. I thought you were a lady. The butch haircut. But clearly, you're Cliff. So you're gonna go to the Almost Meat? Or you're gonna go to Spuds and More? Where are you going, Cliff? Where are you taking your pups to? We also have Neckbeard's Mike's. Neckbeard Mike's? It's a comic store. Where's this guy here? Scandic Baron, I have no idea. And the slowest walking person I've ever seen in my life, and I'm fast forwarding like the whole way. There needs to be like 5 speeds and 1 to make that sucker run, because he's going so slow. Almost all of them are done. Wonder if I'm put another parking lot over here to attract people to come. Definitely no one wants to build here as far as a house. Could maybe put a park in to maybe make it a little more aesthetic. There's a dog. Wait, let's see if I can find the dog park. What if we did dog park? And then we do an alley going to it. Okay, so now there's a dog park. And then maybe they'll want to live here now. Don't know. I'm just hoping if I put something close to this, maybe this will actually be used, because it's not really being used, if you will. Still building our city up over here. Doing all right there. What about this guy here? You getting... Okay, we got 6 waiting now. It's not doing too bad. Got a fire downtown. Oh yeah. I don't like that. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference, to be honest with you. That I'm look it up every time at this stage. Fahrenheit's all we use here, so it's all I've ever used. I actually hear them talking about that a lot when I watch like F1 and soccer, Euro football. I always have to look it up if I really care. We still need poorly educated people. Poorly educated people. And I'm really struggling for that now, because I got schools everywhere, and I really can't tell. Citizen education, low. See, I wish this coloring would match that coloring. And I've probably done myself a disservice because I have all of the schools in this area, right? Why don't we just keep going further out with this too? Do a few more roads, if you will, this direction. The road back here. I didn't connect this guy because of that bridge. I need to do that again to connect them up. Let's do that though. We'll go ahead and do another. Actually, yeah, we'll connect to the same road. So we'll just start here. We're gonna overlap that guy's house like that. Okay. 6 p.m. to go home now. All right, man. Well, thanks for joining in. It's nice chatting with you. Definitely makes the time go by a lot better. I will see you around, and good luck in your match later today, bud. And we got that. Start here on this side and bring it back this way. Almost. There we go. Cool. And I think this one we can actually bring, yep, all the way across. Nice. That worked out. And then we can take you. Come on now. It's saving, I think, right now. I got a 10-minute automatic save. And the great, if you're still there, buddy, if you could leave a like on the video, I'd really appreciate it. I think you are subscribed, which is how you know that I'm on. Just as a favor, if you've already dropped, I understand. You need to get better about reminding people on that. All right, we can do that. I need to figure out how to make this area now go bigger. To come out like 90 there. And do. That really didn't go well, did it? Definitely don't want a bridge there. All right, there we go. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Glad I said it now for sure. Helps the algorithm, so I get more views if I can. Trying to build the channel. Thanks again. Have a great evening. All right, so I got that. Probably even go one more back from there, actually. But let's get the houses going here. So we got the Euro style. Just smack them all in. For now, we're gonna have a ton of, I'll leave everything around these streets blank for now. I really don't want to go underneath the highway, but so be it. And then all in here, don't really want to build in that area actually, so we'll do that and that not to build. And we'll come back in, we'll do this whole area here and this whole area here. Coolio. They're building up, taking the bait, if you will. Well, here we can go one more level of streets. So we can come back without going up the hill. And then do up until we get to the mountain that's there. Back the other way. Hey, what's going on, Captain? How we doing? Get it to where... Oh, it's almost there. I mean, it's a little off, isn't it? It's just barely like one block off, maybe? Yeah, it's not even there either. I don't think I'm any better. I think that's the same dang block. Are you a City Skylines fan? Are you playing yourself? That worked. That worked. That worked. 180 there. That crosses there. We got a little bit of a... did that... I think it's putting an elevation to it, unfortunately, there. So let's see what this is really doing. We'll zoom in right here. Is that putting a bridge? What in the absolute... Oh, it's... I see, because it's cutting through it. I'm not gonna really have a problem with that. I'll just let it do it. So the city, absolutely. This is kind of my second attempt at a city, so I'm doing this kind of hexagonish kind of thing. I saw kind of a diagram on it. Oh, let me get out of that view. And then, yeah, your downtown area, and then I've got things feeding into it. So I got a highway cutting straight through, going that way into kind of a touristy area. And then I got kind of another one going from another adjacent city cutting across this way and then kind of going through the rest of my city. So this is kind of a try at a different shaped city. And then I've got my original area over here, airport, which really didn't care too much for, so I've not really highlighted it much. But I started this area here is kind of where I started, so I pushed that direction north in the way I'm looking now. My industry started here, then I moved it kind of this direction to get it away from most of my people. I've got mix of business and all of that in here, residents and all of that, and then this is another area that I built out for like tourism and whatnot. I got the put my deal back on the medieval castle here. You got the Ferris wheel. I got a few buildings that came up as the signature buildings that are over there. Knock that building out while I'm at it. And then if you go further, you get kind of more into my downtown over here, and I got a little more industry over here, but probably the downtown is probably the most interesting part.
Kind of future does
I
music
appreciate
have
it, man. I
anything
do.
other to its past? Well,
This is
I
my
say
like
the
school
question's
area,
first
so I've got like the
Here
university
on
here,
Sunday,
I've got the
we
college,
can't move forward
and then
as
elementary
you keep
school and the
both
technical
eyes
university
steadily
all kind of
trained
built
on
into
what's
here.
behind you.
And this is my downtown. I'm trying to figure out why the residents are leaving at certain points as the game progresses. And I'm kind of gathering that the noise isn't coming from where I thought it was coming from. These buildings, these office buildings are obviously noisy, but they're not near. So like this area here I ripped out, right? I don't know what's noisy on that street. I moved a park that was right here. I do realize there's a park here. I wonder if that's playing into it still now. There was a park here that I moved. But if you see now, it's blue, so it's very low noise. So I'm wondering now if I put some high density, which I've got to, man. Let's just do. Let's put some high density back in there now. Dude. That section and that section. And they're building. Okay. We'll see if they stay. That demand's going to go skyrocketing down now. But I'm just trying to figure out the nuances of keeping them happy, because at this point it's been a struggle. The other thing I'll say I learned is the businesses, the American businesses, are high noise, whereas the European just literally toggling these two seems to be far less. Like this is a European business, this is an American one. And back to American here, and you can see the difference in noise pollution of the two. Really kind of interesting to see that. And then I did another experiment over here. Where is it? I think it's this section here. So I ripped out all of the business I had and I put back the European business in this section here. In this section here, and you can see the noise pollution is far less. Like you get to hear in this area here, you're seeing, actually here's a good example, you're seeing all the American in business and it's so noisy. They don't like living next to noise, which, I'm sorry, I probably should have said that a long time ago. But yeah, just trying to kind of figure it out as I go. The houses here actually were vacant before, and now if I go back to my population, they're actually living there now. They're not white houses. Like that one's vacant right here, but these guys were vacant before, and now they're actually living in there now that I've redone the businesses. So I'm kind of learning as I go. I will be potentially starting a new map, factories, this afternoon on the map. So I got Smoky Stills, which is my original area. Got the cargo harbor a little bit over here, and then going through that area. This is kind of my main industry down in here. And then kind of coming through, and I got a lot of the what do you call them? The signature buildings that I plunked down that are here. Then I have my 2 incinerator plants here, and then 2 more here for my trash. I went incinerator solely. So here's kind of the view, I guess, of it. Then I got my cargo terminal kind of integrated. I need to do better on that when I build the next one. I want to put that more city center if I can. Like have it like right here in the middle of all of it. And then have a little more room to grow. Little things I'm thinking now that I did that I didn't know what I was doing. I was just kind of trying to add things as I was going quickly. But I'm really at that point now where I'm running into an issue with labor shortage. If I don't build houses, I'm losing population. Like they just move out. The moving out process is much higher with no housing being developed. You have to have housing being developed, and I don't know how you could sustain that for long. So uneducated is still needed here. I built a few houses here to try to get these areas workers, essentially, is what I was trying to do out of it. Doesn't really seem to be playing a part and helping much, but that's the intent. I have 3 farms. Oh, actually it did, because these guys actually stopped complaining, but this one's still complaining. And now I need an educated and poorly educated. Well, I only have 1 of 5, so that guy still needs quite a few. But yeah, that's kind of soup to nuts, the city. I think I'll start another one this afternoon for the first time since the game released, just to try something new. Maybe have a new experience. There are 2 new maps that came out today, I think. I think the update was released today, because I'm on, if you see bottom left-hand corner, I'm on 1.18. And I noticed in the, if you build a new map right now, you could get the new maps. There's 2, so I'll probably choose one of those and try it. But yeah, thanks for chatting and saying hi. If you're interested in catching me go live when I do, consider subscribing. I really would appreciate you leaving a thumbs up, like, if nothing else on the video, would help me tremendously. Yeah, it's been nice, just to be honest. I'm playing, why not play and show and talk and tell, and I don't know, I meet cool people like yourself, so come in and say hello. And I get called out for some goofy decisions I make, which help me too. So it kind of goes back and forth, like, why did I do what I did with the railing system? And so I rechanged like my ideas on that, which is nice. I actually noticed I got this area right in the middle of my town. So this section right here I cordoned off because it's a I'm gonna actually fix that right now. It's a natural resource. So we've got stone, or ore, I should say, right there. What are we low on? Production. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Sincerely do. So we could probably do stone really low. So let's, I don't think I need stone on top of that. I think it's just these two. So let's do another area here. So you've got the stone mining, and they don't have to be placed at anything specific. So you can just chunk them down in the middle of your industry. I do find that interesting that I got a thumbs down as I did this. I would have thought they would have wanted that. Well, there. A lot of the businesses use stone. Okay, so there's that one. I'm gonna move his upper level. Really? There. I think he's got that whole section. I guess that guy wasn't enough in the area. And then what else? We could probably do this area here too. So let's do another one there. Yeah, see, they do thumbs down. I'm surprised on that. I've never noticed them having an issue one way or the other, to be honest. I wonder what that'll play into as far as overall happiness in an area. Let me fix that slightly. So we'll click here, come back. There we go. In fact, because we're not using the other side of this, we could probably drag it and just go the whole way over here too. So he's got a lot of area that he can create stone. Alright, so there we go. So we got a lot of help there. And then the next question I go back to would be production. And so I was looking at ore or coal. And so I'm making a lot of coal surplus wise. I'm not on the ore. So let's do an ore area in my deal here. We need to make sure we stay away from these guys if we can help it. But so this section here, probably use them as a connector though, now that I think about it. Like make this come across. Let's just do, actually let's build it first. So that we do this, we do ore, and then do like, that's the other way around, this way. The road faces them. I wonder how noisy that's gonna be. Don't really have a choice. They have to be somewhere around it. And then actually let's, yeah, see how they all did not like that? I'm gonna kill the roads because I can't get my guy to have the area full of this is here. All this. Okay. And then Texas originally, but I'm traveling the states right now, man. So I'm in the Pacific Northwest. I'm in Washington for about another couple weeks, and then I'm off to Oregon for a little while. Just seeing what else is out there outside of Texas, because I've been in Texas my entire life. Let's do, we're gonna kill that house, obviously. I understand that. In fact, let's do get to there. And building to there. What about you? And now let's go back, click on it. Give him some property to mess with. He needs to go over there. That goes over there. Pakistan, all right. I find it interesting when I stream where I connect with, and that is amazing. I'm across the world right now talking to you. I mean, it still fascinates me, the people that you meet and all of that. I don't know. I still find it absolutely amazing. So I think I'll give him like that section. I'll put another guy here, and he can get the other side of it. So there we go. We got one going. And let me come over here.
So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to
Or
move
here.
there,
Just
right?
making sure I got the right thing on that.
Programmed to desire certain representations
Or,
within
so we do another one.
structures, which are entirely apart from the actual rewards
Do
enjoyed.
it. Why?
Example, consider capital.
Here.
Right, one final question, Professor. Is the housing
And,
shortage going to make me richer?
By certain
What time is it
metrics, perhaps yes, in
right
the
now for
short
you?
term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical
Let's
abstraction
build
and
his
its effect
steel
on the human
first.
Thank
psyche.
you, Professor.
It is a question of priorities.
You've got to be pretty late evening at this
And
stage, I would
on to our
assume.
main feature story. The commercial district is booming.
I was
As
talking
the
to somebody
area
in
is
Germany, and I
attracting
think
more
they're
high-end stores,
after
bringing
dinner at
taste
this
and
point, so I'd
luxury to
assume
our
you're pretty
neighborhood. You can
pretty
now
late
shop
evening.
for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate.
10, yeah,
Or so
okay.
my
That's
wife
kind of where I was
tells me.
going with it.
That's good for business and
Are
good
you
for the community.
Thanks, Jim.
soccer slash
We'll be back
European
in a
football
minute.
fan? Are you cricket? I know there's a little bit of difference, different sports that are out there that are watched. Are you more of a gamer? And that's fine too. Oh. Alright, so we'll just call him. Try to find that 90 perfect. Then we'll come down here. Try and give him. Try to give enough that I can give somebody else like a big swath of this and a big. There's like 2 more in this vicinity, I think. So I got him a pretty good area here. So we'll actually bulldoze the end of that street. We'll bulldoze the whole street. And then come back in and just give him enough for the front of this building. Perfect. And then come back like this. And is there any other way out of here? No, the airport's the only other way. So we'll come back all the way around. So we'll go down this way. Down. Yep. Down this way. Like that. Oh, you're tired, eh? Sorry, man. It is late there. It's gotta be. I'll be honest, I feel like an old man, even though I'm not, but I go to bed so early these days. Just 7, 8 o'clock hit, my brain just starts crashing at this stage. So I feel you. I don't know how you're doing it, still being up 10 o'clock. I get up early though. Like I was up at like 6 a.m. on a day I'm off today. Most people like cricket, but you like football. That's cool. That's cool. Do you have a team that you support? we got that one. Let's put one more in. I'm gonna hit play now. I think it's fine on that one. So let's do stone again. My thought would be we do one like right here, and then one on the other side over here someplace. Oh, interesting. The airway is going to be right in the way of it. I wonder, let's start with this side first then. See what it, so I can't go that way. I have to stay this side, which is fine. So put them there. Oh, interesting. I won't even be able to get any of that into my map. Well, that's a consideration if you ever want to use a certain area. Can't do it too close to an airport. And I think that goofed. It didn't actually build anyway. Let's try it one more time. Had that happen a few times now where you plunk it down and it just doesn't want to work. It stinks, man. I'm just right to the edge of where I could be on that. So come across here, come across there. Like soccer, which is football. Yep, that's the same one I'm talking about. I'm a massive Liverpool supporter. That's my team. Been following them for quite some time now. I really enjoy watching them. They're on later today, so I'm quite excited about that. Something to do on my day off. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get much of that other side in there connected, but let's find out. It's gonna goof too. 2 for 2 on these. Okay, so dirt road on this guy. Let's go ahead and connect him back up. Yep, I know. And I guess when I'm referring to it, I'm saying football in the sense of soccer in my country. I don't refer to football as football in a sense. Because I don't really watch American football. I did for years, and I actually ended up gravitating towards a game I played as a kid. So I played soccer as a kid. So yeah, when I talk about it, I'd say football, but Euro football, I guess is what I should probably say to be more specific. Let's try this again. It looks like that planted down right that time. Well, let's hope it did. Can you just motivate you to live stream after leaving your channel? Wow, so that is a very loaded and really good question. I loved streaming immensely when I was doing it. I also had a child, and I was a father full-time, and I am no longer full-time father. I am now I should say empty nester, so I have immense more time to do other things, and that is giving me the chance to travel, giving me the chance to stream again. But I wanted to focus on my little guy while he was around and I had him, and I realized that was more important back then, so I kind of stopped, kind of pushed back on it. So yeah, can't quite get the corner there, but that's okay. did not stream whatsoever before, by the way. I only did recordings, and I've been debating on trying to do a little more of the FIFA. I got 2 episodes out. I've got a third in production, if you will, and I haven't played enough of it. I need to play a little more. I work. What do I do instead of this? I work, man. I work heavily. That's my, yeah. When I'm not playing here, I'm working. I am exploring the United States, so I'm in a city that I don't live in. Obviously, I'm just here for the time being. So I run. I'm a runner. So I'll run the city and kind of explore the towns that I'm in, that sort of thing. But yeah, it's my kind of fun way of exploring is I'll find a city, find some trails to run on, and see what other mischief and mayhem I can get into. Find a pub, a couple bars or something like that. See if it fits or jives with what I'm used to in Texas, and if it could potentially be a place to move to. I have yet to find that, but getting close, I feel like. What about you? What do you do? Are you student age, or you go to work daily? Let's see if we can make this slightly more approachable. And this is pretty terrible right here. Like, out of one terrible, this is pretty terrible. I don't know much other ways to say that than that is a terrible location for this thing, but it is what I did. I'd love to be able to terrain over top and just cover it. Probably could actually if I deleted it out. Now that I'm talking out loud. I wonder if it would work. It was so hard to connect though originally. Like so hard to connect. But I could try and just delete it. Let's do this. Let's cheat. Let's save. We're gonna go to 95. Let's save. Make a backup in case I goof myself. So we'll just do like here maybe. Pause. I can't delete this because it deletes all my mayhem up there, but I can do all of that. What kind of mayhem is this, man? Let's redo a little bit of this. That one looked okay, but not great anyway. All right, so then now let's push the student and you work for your father. That's cool, man. That's cool. Gotta pay the bills, right? Get that for sure. I worked all through my college years. Did not want to have a student loan debt. I had a little bit at the end, but I paid most of mine off pretty quickly. I was talking to a guy in Germany earlier. Is college free? Is higher education free in Pakistan? Or do you have to pay, or your parents pay, or take a loan or whatever? How does that work for you? So jealous. I was hearing he was free for him. Like I don't know, it's so foreign to me in a sense, obviously, because debt in this country is a massive win for banks, and they're not going to give you it for free. The government's not going to do that. So there's massive reasons for the industry of college to be super expensive. Not to get political. All right. So we've created kind of a plateau now. I wonder how well I can do this. If I come back with Subway, But this is a double lane.
Driving advisory has been issued for
like
the immediate area due to poor road conditions.
There.
Please exercise
And
caution
then
if you
we've got.
must drive
See,
and
I
try
don't.
to
This is
stay
why
off
I
the
don't do
streets
those
until
single lanes.
conditions
I don't know which way they're
improve.
going.
This has been a local public service announcement.
You're back with Second Moon Radio, your second musical
That
home
didn't
from
work.
home.
It's too
So
quick.
settle back in your chair, pour yourself a glass, and prepare for another
It's
hour
free.
of musical delight.
And the
Tonight,
government
we are
school, but
doing
they're not
Indigenous
good.
tour
Oh, that
of the
stinks. But you do have the ability to go to a free
land
one.
of art and
Interesting.
que bon, as they
They don't
say.
provide that here at
And an
all.
aria inspired by the infamous Vivaldi shall be our guide.
Interesting news from the city's export division. Sources tell us that our city has more services than we know what to do with.
And you know what that means, folks. It means we're not cutting things close enough.
Well, no, the point is we're selling it and bringing money into local
That's right.
economy.
You could almost say it's too much of a good thing.
Or we could say that we're enjoying a
Hmm.
positive trade balance and the economy is booming. More after this. Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
I wonder if that would work. It didn't do too bad. Alright, and then what if we do the same thing on this guy? I keep doing the double, and I don't know if this actually works, because I don't know which is the end. See, it says one way. It says run it one direction at a time. I don't know. So I just do the double lane so that they have choices. I don't know which lane's what lane. So do curve, and it curves into there. Perfect. And then we take this guy, and now we go down. We try to meet up with this guy ever so trickily. How far down you be, sir? Really far down. It's like 40? I might have to delete a bit far back. Yeah, I kind of wonder that it, when I was ending mine, it kind of felt like that, to be honest. Like there were certifications I could have gotten that were actually much better than getting a diploma at that time. But to be fair, there are businesses that won't even talk to you if you don't have a diploma. So don't forget that. All right, so there's that. Oh, come on, really? So close, yet so far. Wonder if I go 50. So I could do 50. I just don't know what level that guy's at. Oh, maybe that's it now. Slope's too steep. I had it, I thought, at one point. And now it's saying it's too steep, even though right there at 50 is fine. Alright, we're doing it. We're doing it. Let's see if that lets me connect now. No. Okay, so what we can do is maybe come out here. We'll delete this little section here. Underground. Delete you. I don't know what you're doing yet, so let's just see if that lets me connect it. There, go like. Slope is too steep. I wonder, does it matter if I push this further out? And then I can always pull it back. Curious if this being... Man, that is such a terrible tooltip. Constantly complain about the tooltips, by the way. No, it's definitely true. It's up to you to get the job. It does help, bud. Don't knock it. It does help in that regard. But I think the I think what you're getting at, and I agree with, is that just because you have a degree, you know, it doesn't mean everything these days, because there are industries that you technically don't even need a degree from, and you can make damn good money. I don't know. Maybe I delete and come here. I mean, I feel like every time I delete one, I run into one more issue. But let's try it and see. There. So I'm going to try connecting it here now and see if it lets me. It's like slowly eroding away at all of my work here. I just don't know. It connects right there. Slope too steep. I don't. So if I come up to 30, 30 works. So let's try. It'd be nice to be able to see it line up. Where's that lining up with? Here? And then maybe that would connect in here? Oh, it's going over ground suddenly at that point. Oh, come on, man. That's probably never going to connect now because I'm too high up. See, I'm fearing that this right here is going to, if I delete it and try to connect there, it's going to try to come off the ground right here in this little section. But let's try one more time. With more gusto. Yes, yeah, it wants to come out of the ground, which is the same issue I was facing up top. Yeah. I don't know. I guess so be it there versus up here in this hole. I don't know. I'd really hate it being there that way. Not much I can do about it. Man, I couldn't tell you nowadays, but 100K US, probably at least. That's probably the low end. Could be, depending on the industry you're going into and the degree. I mean, medical school can get very expensive, $500,000, but 100K, I would say 200K would probably not be out of the realm of possibility. And it depends on if you're paying, how should I say, if you're including like room and board, so like your dorm and all of that into it, because that's where cost really skyrockets too. Wondering if I redo this and come that direction with it would help this not be a deal. Like if I stop it like right here underneath and I come that way. Let's try one more time. We're gonna bulldoze this section. It says overground, which is why I can't delete it. So we'll go to like right here and leave it there. We'll go overground, delete you. All right, then we'll go back underground. Come back to here. We're gonna go to 40. So that, really? Okay, so if we come to here, it still stays underground, perfect. And then I try connecting it to here. It says it's too steep. And that comes off the ground. So I need to go underground more. Still wants to come out, even there. It's like it tried. There. That got it, but where is it out of the ground? I don't know, it still says slope too steep. Interesting. I find this fascinating that it's just not connecting. So what if I go down some more? Yeah, see, it's Still trying to. Follow that. I don't think that would help me, unfortunately. I could have done it down here, I guess is what you're saying. Make a stop there, but it's still, it's a subway. It's supposed to go underground, right? And it keeps poking out of the ground, which it's a slope that I'm on anyway, so I might just have to suck it up and be okay with the way it is. I don't know. I have to delete. Let me delete a little bit of this and see if I can make it work to that point right there. I'm kind of done, honestly, with it. I just want to be done now at this point. Are you kidding me? So if we come up a bit, just come to 0. Okay, well, let's go to 10. Really? Still didn't like it. Slope is too steep. That works. Yeah. It's too much. I went underneath it to the side, I think. Yeah, just to the side, and it worked. I wonder if there's any way I could try and connect into that. So let's try. I doubt this is going to work. All right, let's back it up slightly. It's gonna. Oh, it's not the whole thing. Okay, so now we do here down 20. How far down are you? It's hard to see if it's actually the right height. See how much higher I am than it? It's at 50. Golly, it's so... Yeah, it's one of the ideas we came up with the new map that I'm starting. Be kind of fun, right? I think because we're on a massive hill here, the depth isn't something I can achieve. It's deeper than I can go now, so I can't actually attach to it. It stinks. So it'd be here starting again. And then I think we started at 50. That looks right. And then we want to come up to 0. Not doing it.
Pending updates to our power grid,
Not
the
doing
city
it.
will be experiencing rolling blackouts. We urge the public to remain
Well, I
calm
gotta go
during
back the
these
other way.
breaks in service and to follow
You know
the
what I could
guidelines
do?
on the city's
I could
website
hook it.
on how to plan for these
Maybe.
temporary events.
I wonder
This
if
has been a
that would be
local public
helpful.
service announcement.
Local
Doesn't
authorities
have to go
are urging
direct.
the public to conserve water and reduce
All right,
the
let's try
burden on the
this.
city
What if we
during this water
do...
shortage. Consider installing a low flush toilet.
I don't know where that's
cut back
even
on
at, buddy.
watering the lawn and
Where's that
showering
at?
the friend whenever possible. This has been a local public service
Let
announcement.
me delete a little bit of
That
you.
was truly superfluous. Masterful counterpart. You're
Truly
listening to Second Home Radio,
superfluous.
the station of levitated tastes. Don't
Um,
touch that dial.
I don't think I attached the right thing on that.
This just in from traffic. If you're thinking
There we go.
about hitting the streets,
So
you
let's
can expect
do
delays on the major
a little
roads, especially during rush
finagling.
hour.
Good to know,
If we
Jimmy.
come in,
Seems like everyone is
curve
in
to
a
the
hurry to
right.
get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing down.
Okay,
And if you can, plan your trip
and then we
outside
come
the
in
rush.
Oh,
again.
I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time.
Curve
Besides,
to
if
the
I did that,
left.
I'd never get anywhere. We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident
And now we come
somewhere
up to
in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched,
0.
and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until
I was
everything
close,
clears
so
up.
close.
If you're
I
headed
felt
to
like it was
the
gonna
rush
work, but
hour,
it didn't.
you already know
All right, so
No
we're at
use
20
driving.
right here.
Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
I really don't care if it pokes out of the ground here, to be honest, at this point. I just want it to work. Slope is too steep. Man, this is terrible. I feel like I got myself in a real pickle now. I have to revert to save. Doesn't want to connect. I can't go straight either. It's just that climb in that short distance is too much. So I could come here. I don't think I can turn it quickly enough to get up there though. Like here, let's say for instance, right? And then, yeah, it's still, I mean, this is the problem I'm facing no matter what I get to, is this last bit. That's terrible, but technically it worked. And that's too tight. Okay, well, shoot. All right, let's do this. Can we delete you guys off? And then almost. No, didn't work. All right, we're reverting the save. Load. And we were at 95, 923. God, I've been doing this for 20 minutes. 20 minutes wasted, sir. 20 minutes wasted. I did not. I was asked that yesterday, and I kind of laughed at myself that I said I needed to see it. But I have yet to watch it. No, I need to watch that. It's kind of a tease for me because it doesn't come out for so long, so I'm not in any anxious like urgency to watch because like I can't play it for a year, so who gives a shit? I'd love to watch it though, just to know, but it's so far away. I don't want to be shown a trailer and teased for a year away. Like give me the game, give me the trailer a month or two out, and that's it. Yeah. Listen, it is 9:45 here roughly. I need to go eat breakfast because I mean it's almost lunchtime now. So I'm gonna actually take a break. That Subway frustrated the heck out of me. That's terrible. Yeah, I need to take a break, go get some breakfast. It has been an absolute pleasure chatting with you, Captain. Um, if you'd be so kind as to consider subscribing to the channel, buddy, and you get the next time I go live notified. And leave a like on the video too if you enjoyed the chat. I have played the older version. I did like the older version, certainly. So I'm gonna do my wrap up here real quick. It was an awesome time chatting with you, sir. Thank you for joining earlier. Vince Man, nice to see you back as always. Thank you for subscribing and joining in as you do. Sarah, thank you for saying hello, and sorry about your run-in with the face doctor. I know it'll get better though. And yeah, it wraps it up. Captain Ali, I really do appreciate you joining for the first time. It's very much nice to meet you. And like I said, consider subscribing. If not, just leave a like on the video. That'd be most helpful for the channel. I will be back on before too long. We'll probably be starting a new map today, so maybe stay tuned for that. I know it's pretty late your time, so maybe you'll catch the video save after the fact. But if we don't talk next time, it's a pleasure meeting you, Captain. And again, thank you all for who joined and chatted. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, and or evening, and talk with you guys later. Take care for now.